Welcome to Chamber Chat. I'm John Terr, President and CEO of the Boulder Chamber, and we welcome you to this annual opportunity to meet with the board officers, the leadership of the Boulder Chamber, to talk about the exciting things that we accomplished this year and to think about a little bit prospectively. What do we anticipate for the future? And so the two board officers who I'm so glad to have with us here today are Dennis Paul, who's with Elevations Credit Union and is the current chair of the Boulder Chamber Board of Directors. And then we have Lori Call, who is with the University of Colorado, and she is the incoming chair, currently vice chair. So I welcome both of you and thank you so much for your service to our community, to our businesses, and to our economy. Which then might be a good introduction to ask you guys, well, what is the things, or what are the things that you feel most excited about talking about in terms of the things we accomplished this year? And I'm going to start with you, Dennis, as the chair. Your term as board chair, wondering,
It happened so quick. My reign of terror seems like it's already coming to an end, but it's been a treat to be the chair, working with you and your staff. Such a great staff. With Lori, we're excited for your reign coming up. What a year it's been. I mean, talk about a power-packed year. Obviously I'm thrilled about the rebranding initiative.
Yep.
But I've got to get my acronyms right. So, Boulder Chamber Economic Council, BCEC. I'm excited about Joe. We brought in a powerhouse as our economic vitality boss. I'd say his last name, but I might butcher it.
Hovanchak.
Joe
Hovanchak.
Well, we're excited to have him. It's just been great to see his energy and the things he wants to do with the Economic Council, such a critical part of the chamber. And of course, acquisitions. I mean, we had two huge acquisitions in 2024 with the commercial brokers of Boulder. I mean, given the headwinds around commercial space and office space, giving them a shot in the arm and bringing resources to bear is something that's very exciting. And the Boulder County Film Commission. It's small but mighty, and I think those two acquisitions just show the chamber is growing. It's important, it's relevant, and those two moves just expand our depth and breadth. So very excited about those things, just to name a few.
Yeah, cool. And then Lori, what do you think about as accomplishments for 2024?
Yeah, one of the things that I'm really excited about is the progress around DEI. And so the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Initiatives, the most recent conference that was held, I think, in this changing landscape and this changing political landscape, it's really important for us to continue to lift up those values, and it's wonderful to be part of the chamber that does that. So
thank you, Lori.
as we look at the leadership of this chamber at really a regional level, I think it's initiatives like that help educate, help inform the broader community.
Those are a couple of things you guys mentioned, really important to us. The D&I initiatives, absolutely, I say existential for the Boulder business community, making sure that we can draw diverse talent into our community. It's not only good for the soul, but also just
by all
important
means.
economic. And then you mentioned the Film Commission and the commercial brokers, just opportunities for the Boulder Chamber to help support industry sectors that are in need. Certainly the office vacancy issue, as you mentioned, of commercial brokers, and then the Film Commission. I mean, we have an opportunity to lift up our film industry, which is growing, and support them with advocacy and business development opportunities. So really great points. Key initiatives for 2024. So we also are looking enthusiastically at the year ahead. And I'm going to start with you, Lori, on that one. You're assuming the chair role as the board, and wondering, what are you looking forward to as goals for 2025?
Yeah, well, I feel like we're finally moving out of kind of the COVID era, right? And so, it seems like this time of year for the last couple of years, it's been well before COVID, well after COVID. We're now in a new reality, and it is what it is. And so, it feels comfortable to be a little bit more settled and kind of looking forward.
Sure.
As we're looking at kind of what the changing landscape will look like for the economy, I think there's a lot of unknowns, and so and lots of opportunities that go with it. And so certainly with the addition of film as a core strength of the chamber, the opportunity to bring Sundance to Boulder is especially exciting. It's exciting for the chamber, right? It's certainly exciting for the university, the city, and the broader economy. To bring a big lift and really lift up the arts that has long been part of the fabric of Boulder, but I think will put us on a national and international stage.
Yeah, sure will. And I know your leadership at the university has helped us to create an attractive bid for Sundance. So we're very hopeful for that. But I will say, whether or not it actually lands here, the process of bringing everybody together in support of the film industry, I think, has been beneficial and will stay with us and be a strength for us regardless of what happens. But I'm glad you mentioned that. It's thrilling. We'll probably hear at the very beginning of the year whether that comes to be, but I appreciate your work on that and the university's partnership. Well, Dennis, you're going to be in the immediate past chair role, sort of the esteemed observer of other leadership. It's an important role, but I want to know, what are you looking forward to in 2025?
Well, obviously, we've been through Boulder Together 1, Boulder Together 2, and now we're launching our third rendition, and it's more. Honestly, the work that we've done has been critical, but the work that's ahead is just going to be amazing in terms of the depth and breadth of the initiative. I'm really proud of our investors. The investors in Boulder Together are the ones really the backbone behind this. So all of our investors we appreciate. Piggybacking on what you said, Lori, one thing about Boulder Together, that inclusiveness is a theme that's woven throughout it. And it's been that way since the onset. So, my organization, me personally, we couldn't be more proud of that.
Yeah.
But what else is on the cusp? Something I'm excited about is quantum. I don't know what it is.
Can you please explain it for our audience?
All right. Let me get a blackboard. That speaks volumes right there. Quantum, the Quantum Tech Hub play is gargantuan. I mean, I think we're just scratching the surface on it. It's going to be a huge sector for Boulder, for the Front Range. And we'll have it here. And the Chamber's been instrumental in getting that initiative in place. And I think 2025, it's just going to see what it can do and beyond. So quantum is very exciting.
I'm right there with you. Yeah, Laura?
I'll just build on that because there's a lot of excitement in the community at the state level throughout the nation. And it's important to know that Boulder is uniquely situated, right? And so we have, 4 Nobel laureates right here in the community. We have, the brightest minds that are really helping drive. And so not only is it, something exciting that's happening, but we have the expertise, the knowledge, and the horsepower to do it in Boulder uniquely.
I agree. It's again another example, though. Just we're talking about Sundance, the partnership of the university and the business community. We would not have gotten that tech hub status but for the great work, the recognition that we have great research, but we also have businesses here that are already implementing quantum technology, and we're now already seeing businesses move to town that we're able to recruit here through that. So you're right on to mention that as a key goal or opportunity for us in the future. And I'll just build on what you said about Boulder Together. We did a survey as part of this recalibration of Boulder Together. We saw that the top issues were housing, were homelessness, addressing some criminal activity in our town. These are things that we know we're going to have to put some attention to and will likely be ultimately the foundation of the next iteration of Boulder Together. And I'll sort of conclude from my own perspective, something that I often heard Dennis comment on when he was speaking on behalf of the board. He'd say that investment in the Boulder Chamber is discretionary. It's an opportunity to invest in the community, but obviously businesses have a lot of decisions to make about their philanthropy, about their investments in community activities, and we're just honored that we have such a great benefit from the business community, recognizing that the work of the chamber, and we wouldn't do it, and I'm pandering to my bosses here, but we wouldn't do it without great leadership.
Wow.
And I'd say that Dennis, I'm so thankful for you standing up and just being a great spokesperson, but leading our board in their direction to the organization. And Lori, this is your second iteration in the board chair role, and I'm just really excited about that. And they're just great friends, both of you. And again, symbolic of the university, the business community. It's a great partnership that we have in this community. So I thank you both for being here. And I'm just going to ask, as we look ahead to 2025, what kinds of things do you wish for the broader community? Do you have any thoughts on that? And maybe I'll start with you, Dennis, on that one.
Well, that's a broad question, but obviously we want to coalesce around what's important to the community. Our leadership in the government sector, we have to support them, and they've started to bring forth the importance of the business community.
Yeah.
So really collaborate, build on the strengths we have, don't leave anybody behind, and make Boulder the best place it can be. I mean, it's a gem. I'm blessed to call this home. I've been here my long time. We'll leave it at that. But just the university, the business community, everybody coming together with a common goal of making sure that the quality control meter is as high as it can be.
Yeah, I love it. Great sentiments. Lori, what about you?
Yeah, well, I do want to just recognize your leadership, John. And so I think that as we go forward, we're in great hands with an excellent CEO. And so that gives me excitement as we head into 2025. And then I think it's important that, we continue to build the community to be inclusive and reflective of what we want it to be. And so it's lifting up small businesses, it's lifting up big businesses, it's lifting up nonprofits, it's lifting up the public sector, and coming together so that the Boulder of tomorrow is the community that we all want.
Yeah, amen. All right, enough said. That was beautiful, both of you. So I'm going to thank you again for being with us for this tradition end of year look back and look ahead. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And also looking forward to working with you guys into 2025, even stronger year for our community and for our businesses. So thank all of you for watching, and we'll see you next year on Chamber Chat.